Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well today. Yesterday, we left off where we were organizing our outline, or at least beginning our outline, based on the initial research that we started for our project. Today, we are taking a look at a website you can use to help generate automatically your MLA citations. Now, there are many sites that you can use. I'm happening to recommend this one. If you decide that you would like to use something, maybe it's from a different class or you used it earlier this year, that's completely fine. I don't really have a preference as long as it does for you what it's supposed to. So, we are using MyBib today, and I've given you a hyperlink of that in our lesson plans and also on Google Classroom. You are using this to simply copy and paste your URL address into this search tool, and then it's going to generate for you the proper MLA citation that you will use when you create your works cited page. As you remember from our slides yesterday and our discussion, you are required to have a works cited page and an outline, even though you are not writing a formal essay. Instead, you are doing your research project and choosing from any number of those choices or mediums that we had listed yesterday. So what you would simply do is, let's say I'm researching Napoleon Bonaparte here. I would find whatever sources I would like to use. Keep in note here, or keep in mind rather, that if you look on the side, this is information from Google. So this is information that Google has collected to give you a snapshot of who this person is. This is not a source, right? Google is a search engine. It is not a source that you are allowed to use in order to include information in your text about this particular person. So we are not going to use any of this. I can use any of the number of the sources I see here. I happen to like history.com. It's very reliable. If I clicked on it, I would have a video that comes up, and I would also have the article. And I had mentioned to you before, specifically with history.com, if you look at the very bottom of their page, they share with you all of the essentials for proper MLA citation. But if I want to make it even easier for myself, I'm simply going to copy and paste my URL address into my generator. Thank you, Napoleon, for playing your video. And what that's going to allow me to do is see what it should look like on my works cited page. So you would copy and paste this. I can copy to my clipboard where I can gather all of my information, or I could, of course, edit it if I wanted something different. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to put it in my works cited page. If you've not already created a doc for your works cited page, you will want to do that. You can either start by listing them alphabetically and organizing them as you go, or you can list all the sources that you plan to use and go back and organize them alphabetically when you are finished. It doesn't really matter to me. That's kind of completely up to you. All right, if you paste it in, you'll see exactly what it's supposed to look like. And I just want to make sure that I include my works cited title, that I center it, and I would take away the highlights. They're only there because I happened to copy and paste this down and didn't include my title beforehand. All right, so click on the hyperlink. Use this particular webpage if you MyBib, unless you have something else that you prefer, which is perfectly fine. But it really is a simple matter of copying and pasting your web addresses in here, and which would allow you, of course, to create your works cited page. It's also going to allow you to, which we'll talk about in our next little quick lesson video, it's also going to allow you to complete your research source cards very, very easily. So use something that kind of streamlines the process for you instead of trying to manually gather the information and then put it in there correctly, including the punctuation, that can get overwhelming very, very quickly. All right, guys, I hope you have an excellent day. And as always, make good choices.